Hi, this is Shed from Shed All Over the Page, and I want to make a little video today. I'm here in the city of Marietta, and let's talk about the rules. If we're paying attention to what's going on in our country, there's three branches of government in every place you turn around. All our cities, basically, all our states, all our counties, and the federal government. And it's legislative, executive, and judicial. And we're all starting to figure out that all three of those branches are having problems. Even if the executive branch is trying to do the best it can, the other two seem to be corrupt. If you're paying attention to what's going on in Minnesota up there, $9 million up to $9 billion with a B dollars has been just fraudulently spent. And when I say the rules, let's think of it like this. In baseball, we'll use an example. The rules are there's 4 balls, 3 strikes, 3 outs. And the rules are there so that the game's played fair. And we're in this game of life. And the only thing that makes the game fair is the rules. And when you go to different cities, those rules in baseball apply. 4 balls, 3 strikes, 3 outs. It doesn't change in different cities to make the spectators happy. It doesn't change in different cities so that one team may win. But that's what we're starting to see, unfortunately. From the judicial branch, which is supposed to be the great equalizer, from what I'm starting to see personally, unfortunately, is Lady Justice, the one that holds the scales. I'm starting to realize she's got one eye open and she's pulling down on the government side of the scale to tilt it, and that's a problem. We have issues that we're trying to address, and I'm constantly told, well, we got to get that into this court, not that court, because you'll lose. You'll lose because it's a local court. I shouldn't lose because it's a local court. I should lose because I don't have a good case, not because they just want to back City Hall. And here's the issue. That's Cobb County Superior Court right there. And it's across the street from the city of Marietta. And this is supposed to be the equalizer right there. And these people here are a problem. And what I mean by that is this. We have rules. If a person goes into a convenience store and they're hungry and they steal a sandwich that's worth $2.50, they're liable to be arrested. But if an elected official reaches into the back pockets of the employees and the retirees and steals hundreds of thousands of dollars, well, you know what? That's a civil issue, and you'll have to sue them to see if you can get it stopped. That's BS. Both are violating the rules. These people right here have been told they're violating the rules. These people over here have been told that these people are violating the rules and they need to investigate them. The first person I talked to at the Superior Court lied through his teeth to me, because I called and asked who's responsible for investigating elected officials. And he said, well, it can't start with us. It has to start outside. His last name was Tully. He goes, it can't start with us, it has to start outside and then feed to us, which I thought was kind of odd. And I'm like, well, who? And he goes, well, maybe, and I said it. He let me talk. I said, Sheriff's Department? He said, yeah, maybe Sheriff's Department, maybe, and he said GBI. So I ended up calling the GBI, left them messages. Nobody ever called back. I called the Sheriff's Department. It took quite a bit of time to actually get in touch with somebody. And they were like, no, we don't have anybody that does that, but we probably should. Well, okay. So later on, I start looking up, and the Secretary of State website states the person responsible for investigating local politicians is, you got it, the local DA's office. So somebody there lied. So I called back down here, a little frustrated this time, kind of left a nasty gram for people lying to me. I'm a citizen. That's fraud. They're making fraudulent statements to a citizen. So they give me a girl whose first day, her name is Erin. It was her first day on the job. So they dropped my situation into her. I give her an idea of what's going on. I'm asking her to criminally investigate the city over here. They're not following ordinance. They're taking money out of our 457 plan. They're taking money out of my retirement plan, and it needs to cease. She goes, I'll call you back in 2 weeks. And she didn't call back. So I call back a month later. Each time I have reached out to her, she's going to do something. She hasn't done crap. I actually came down here one day and called her in the office, kind of, and she brought out her assistant. I think her name was like Flo. And my personal opinion is before they met me, they said, go in there and write something down so you look like you give a crap, but this is going nowhere. That's been months ago, no feedback. So where does this type of stuff end? Fraud's just not happening in Minnesota. It's happening in every little town. These clowns right here are reducing their taxes. These elected officials are reducing their taxes. They're increasing their pensions, benefiting the city manager who's not doing anything to try to help maintain employees, take care of employees. They're taking money out of our pension plans. They're taking out money out of it's called a 457. That's the government version of a 401. They're taking money out of that. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional, against state law. It's against their rules. They have good rules, but they're not following them. So I came down and I spent about 8 hours meeting with a very nice attorney in Atlanta. It was a 5-hour drive one way to come down here. And I'm going to keep making videos on this. I'm not done. I'm tired. And unfortunately, these people over here, if they talk at me, city, what they'll say is, he's just a former disgruntled employee. And that's the cowardice way of not addressing the fact that the employee is right. You start giving them a fake name. I'm not disgruntled. I'm pissed off because I don't like having money stolen from me. I don't think it's right that elected officials can steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from lots of people and it's not a crime. But some poor guy that steals a sandwich because he's hungry, it is a crime. So there's rules. They're not following them, but they're about to start following them. So this is Shed, off the page. Have a great day.